Oakwood. But, before we get to that, Dr. Pollard, I know you have a word to set us up for this wonderful day today in this special edition.
All the time. Okay, we are here. Good. Well, we do. And it's taken from Hebrews chapter 11, verse 1. Now, faith, I was reading this in my devotional yesterday, Donna. Mm-hmm. Now, faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. Every time we think about Oakwood University, It's been a journey of faith from our founding all the way to where we are now. For those of us who are parents who were sending our children to Oakwood University, for many of us, it was absolutely a journey of faith.
Yes.
And I've often shared my story of how my mother came with $501 bills in one of those big purses that the ladies used to carry back then. The big purses. In her little double knit dress, and she just so okay. I'm going way back on that, but how she gave me $501 bills, and she said, "Son, if I had more, I would give you more, but God will give you the rest."
Wow!
And families ever since that time have been committed, but sometimes anxious. Mm-hmm. And in today's broadcast, for the first time in the history of Oakwood, we have identified how to remove financial clearance anxiety.
Wait.
From the
what?
Financial clearance anxiety.
That's
a unique Oakwood condition. Financial clearance anxiety.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. We have a whole culture around clearing. You got to clear. They're praying for me back home that I can clear. Who's cleared? Oh, guess what? Today I cleared.
Right.
I cleared.
Everybody
so how to remove the anxiety around financial clearance from the matriculation process. That's what you'll hear today. And we have wonderful colleagues, the architects of the program. When we originally conceived of it, we gave it to them to work on. They are here in the studio today to talk about that program and how it will benefit families from now into the foreseeable future.
Wow. So go ahead and introduce our guests today who are going to be on Inside Edition.
Okay, so we've got four wonderful guests today. Okay, so we have got Dr. Prudence Pollard, who is our Vice President for Research and Faculty Development. Mm-hmm. She chaired the committee that helped do the C.A.R.E. program.
Right.
I don't want to give you too, and I know it's inside Oakwood, but not too many details. Okay. The vice chair was our CFO, our Chief Financial Officer, Ms. Sabrina Cotton, who is here today. Mm-hmm. Another member of the committee, Dr. David Richardson, who is our Vice President for Mission, Enrollment Services, and Retention. Mm-hmm. He's here today. Mm-hmm. And then his Assistant Vice President, Ms. Tamara Young, is here as well, and she's over the enrollment area.
Right.
So today, we're going to talk about this, and like they say, call your in-laws, call your outlaws, call everybody.
Call your mamas, call your daddy,
call your mama,
uncle,
call your daddy, call everybody, and tell them this is the day that they should be listening.
Right.
Because what we're presenting today, we believe, is a God-given, is a godsend that will revolutionize the way students approach Adventist higher education at Oakwood.
Right.
That's what we're focused on.
Right.
We're focused at Oakwood. Nobody else has this program but Oakwood.
Wow.
But Oakwood.
The first. All right.
First. That's right.
So this is really exciting news because I know every student in school, coming to school, wants to be cleared. Either in the beginning or the whatever.
What does clear mean?
What does that mean? Come on now.
Tell us, what does clear mean?
Clear means they don't have any financial obligations that are going to keep them from walking across that stage or entering, right?
Okay, so Ms. Cotton is going to tell you what cleared has meant in the Oakwood lexicon.
Okay.
Well,
let's see your mic.
Cleared means that I've covered 70% of my tuition and fees. The question is, what am I going to do about the 30%? So I get the 70% to get in. I'm happy. I'm ecstatic. And then I get to the end of the semester, and I still haven't covered my 30%. So now the next semester, I need 70% plus 30. I'm back at 100%.
Wow.
So every semester, I'm caught up in this cycle of, am I cleared? Am I cleared? Am I cleared?
Wow. So, and that's what's on the minds of all students. Are you cleared? So then that's what led to the OU.
Okay, so let's listen to ourselves for a moment.
Okay.
So when I asked you what cleared meant, Donna, you meant you have no more financial obligations.
Right.
When we asked Ms. Cotton, what cleared means is that you've paid 70% of your obligation.
Okay.
And there's another 30%.
30%. You still have
That's
something
what
left.
cleared has meant at Oakwood.
Ah.
Up until
so
this
it's
program.
not zero. It's 30%.
So it's not zero.
Gotcha.
Unless, of course,
That's
when we
different.
finally get to graduation on the back end, cleared for graduation means then that you've paid all of your expenses.
Right.
But from a semester to semester basis. Go ahead,
No,
please.
so at graduation, about 2 months before graduation, there's a lot of nervous excitement. You're trying to pass your classes, and then you're trying to think, how am I going to march? Because I still owe that 30%.
Right.
And my friends are coming, my family's coming, and I still have got to come out with $4,000 or $5,000 to graduate. This is after all of my student loans. This is after every semester my family coming out with 70% plus. So we want to remove that anxiety from my entering year as a first-time student at Oakwood to graduation.
Remove that anxiety. And I hope everybody heard that.
So we came up, okay, so we were praying one day, and we were in our President's Council, that's our governing council for administration in the university, and we were praying and agonizing over students who could not come back to Oakwood in the January semester, which is spring, because of financial problems. They just couldn't make it back. And we were agonizing about that. And so as we prayed, we asked the Lord to give us a plan, help us figure out how we can make this way easier for people.
Okay.
Recognizing that there's a cost to a private faith-based education, but it's worth the cost. It's worth the investment.
Right.
And so the Lord gave us the idea that we should have at our university that no student should be turned away because of finance.
Right.
Now, how do we get there?
How do we
Becomes
get
the
there?
question.
Right.
So we organized. I went to the officer group, and I talked to them, and they asked Dr. Prudence to serve as chair. We had 3 vice chairs, I think, but she can tell us about the structure of the committee. And they worked hard. They worked hard. They worked long, back and forth, and it was quite. When they brought the final product, it was just amazing. Wow. Okay.
And so that leads us to OU C.A.R.E.
Yes.
Right?
And our audience may be wondering, what does CARE mean?
Yes.
We have been saying that OU cares. Well, here's how OU cares. It's our career advancement and readiness education program. It is where Oakwood University, we have been using the tagline, no student turned away, because as the president said, after prayer, as a council, we ask ourselves the question, how can we put together a program to ensure that no student is turned away from this awesome experience called Oakwood University and earning your degree from Oakwood University.
Okay.
And so our program is targeted at the student, as Sabrina explained to us, the student who does not have the finances. Now, many of our students have the money, Many of our students have the money to be cleared.
Right.
But no student should be turned away from Oakwood University because of finance.
Right.
And so our committee went to work. We looked at the plight of African Americans, and we saw that the median income for African Americans is around $40,000 a year. We saw that the poverty level means that you must have an income somewhere around $26,000, $27,000. You are so poor, you cannot afford an education, especially a private education. So how can we care for those individuals who cannot afford an Oakwood University experience and education and career preparation? And so that's how we went to work for about 8 months and designed the program.
Wow. And this is the first year.
This is the first year.
That this is going to happen.
August 2020.
No other school is doing
Our
this.
first cohort.
For the incoming freshman class.
Right. So for the incoming freshman class, so this will be the first class coming in 2020 to have this opportunity to do this. So how does this really respond to the missional, calling for our school?
As Dr. Prudence Pollard mentioned, it's called Career Advancement and Readiness Education.
Okay.
And the goal is that every student will have the opportunity to participate in internships and micro internships on and off campus that will help them close the financial gap.
Okay.
And how we do that is we developed a matching program. So students, right now, the Career Connection Center is contacting students and asking them to work on their individualized career plans, to do the 4 assessments.
Okay.
Once that individualized career plan is in place, once they've been accepted at Oakwood and that plan is in place, then they will have the opportunity to participate in the program.
Okay.
It will be automatically placed on their award letter. So they will see it up front. Then they will be assigned an assignment on
Okay.
campus that's tied, on or off campus,
Okay.
that's tied to their individualized career plan. And for every hour that they work, and so students will work on average between 12 and 17 hours.
Wow.
And for every hour that they work, they will be paid $8.50 an hour.
Okay.
However, if they agree that all of those funds go towards covering their cost of attendance placed on their account at Oakwood University, it will be matched with an additional $8.50 an hour.
Matched,
So
you
in,
said, key word
in
there.
essence, students will make $17
Wow.
an hour that will go towards completing their education at Oakwood University. This will provide students with up to $6,000 additional towards clearing, thereby helping them cover that 30% gap that's
Wow.
always out there.
Wow.
That's one of the short-term goals of the plan. The long-term goal of the plan is really designing a scholarship plan and a work plan that ensures that they graduate with no more than $10,000 in debt. That's our goal. We're
Ooh,
starting
that's
here
amazing.
with fall of 2020, and for those students graduating in spring of 2024, that it is our goal that they graduate with no more than $10,000 in debt.
Wow.
Now, it'll take some time for the cohort to work, so probably it'll play out for the students around 2025, 2026. But we are starting them on that trajectory, so not only do they close that gap, but they leave Oakwood University with no more than $10,000 in debt for a
Wow.
that
4-year
amazing?
college degree.
It's amazing.
And Donna, we have planned for at least 500
Incoming?
students,
Wow.
incoming freshman students.
That's right.
We have planned, because we know that this is so attractive. We have heard from parents, we have heard from potential students who said, I wish I could have an Oakwood education,
Right.
but I can't afford it. So we have removed the barrier.
Wow. I mean, my heart is just thumping really hard because, I mean, this is so exciting for our students that are coming in. They don't have to worry about that. This is, like you said,
it's needed.
removed.
Yes.
And
This
it's
is totally-
needed. It's needed, Donna. Just another quick statistic that we found as we were preparing the plan. We began to look at the socioeconomic status of our student population. And Ms. Cotton can tell us what that means in terms of Pell. 60% of our students are
That's a
Pell
good
eligible.
point, yeah.
But on the other hand, we also found that across America, when you look at African Americans and Hispanics, for every dollar of wealth that the average white family has, every $1 of wealth, how much would you guess? This is a quiz.
Okay.
You won't get
Uh-oh.
an F. You
Go
always
ahead.
get A's.
I hope so.
how much would you guess the average African American and Hispanic family have in terms of wealth? Now,
In terms of wealth.
wealth,
Like in the bank, what they own.
wealth are the things that you
How
own.
many dollars? How many quarters? How many?
What?
Wealth. I would say
$1 of wealth for a white family equals how much wealth? How much?
$1 of wealth for a white family probably is for one of those
Take a
families.
guess.
I'd say,
Just a guess.
I'm going to say, I hate to say it, 20 cents or something like that.
20 cents?
20 cents out of
Really?
for one person.
That's your best guess. 20 cents.
Yeah.
Go lower.
No.
Go lower.
I was like, I cannot say 20
Yes.
cents.
Go lower.
Oh, yes. Go
Go
lower.
lower.
I'm afraid to.
No, go lower.
Go
It's
lower.
Okay, I'll
frightening.
go
It's
half.
frightening.
5 cents.
You're right there. It's
Right
6
on the-
cents
6
for
cents.
African Americans and 7 cents for Latinos.
What?
So what does that mean?
This
That
is
means
wealth.
when you run into trouble with your tuition, there's no backstop. So then the student says, I got to leave.
Yeah.
I can't get the
Yeah.
30% that Ms. Cotton just talked
Right,
about.
can't get there. It seems
I got to go
impossible.
home. And there are students who will just quietly pack
Go
their
and
things
not say-
and
Yeah.
say,
Dang.
I just can't do it.
In real household wealth terms, is there a car that can be sold to pay my tuition?
Or
no.
second
If
mortgage
you had
With
one.
6 cents, no. Can you take out a second mortgage? No, because
you
you
don't-
probably don't own
you're
a
renting.
house.
Right.
So
Woo-wee.
this is the reality
This is the
that
reality.
our students
It's scary,
face.
isn't it?
Wow,
Don't
it
cry,
is
don't
scary.
cry.
I mean,
I see
yeah, I
you.
mean,
I
like,
see you.
oh
I
my
see
God,
you.
I was like,
Yeah.
I'm getting ready to say something wrong because I thought I was gonna go too low and offend somebody.
So OU
wow.
really needed to care.
Wow.
And so that's why this
So-
program.
So this,
And
we
then
only
don't
have a few
forget,
more
we
minutes.
got our other guests too.
Right, we got
So-
other guests coming in. We're going to talk to them. But before I have them come in, I want to talk about the careers because that's the C in the
Yes.
CARE.
Yes.
So what are these creative jobs that they can have? Are they connected to their work program?
You
to
heard
their-
the internships already, the
Yes.
micro internships.
Yes.
Yeah, so like I said, they'll do their individualized career plan. So for instance, if I'm a person interested in management or accounting or finance, then I can be assigned to multiple places across campus. I can be assigned to the accounting department. I can be assigned to Oakwood Farms Market as a managerial assistant. I can be an assistant
Wow.
at the bistro. There are many opportunities for students across campus.
Wow.
If
Wow.
I'm interested in science, I can be assigned to work in the science department. I can be assigned to work on the farm, propagating vegetables and doing different things
Yeah.
with crops.
Okay.
And so the Career Connection Center is looking at creative ways, but also we are a government contractors as well. So we have IT jobs available for students. We have jobs
wow.
across the spectrum with our partners. So we're excited
Yeah.
to provide not only the opportunity to finish school and complete your degree, but that when you leave with a skill set
Right.
that is marketable.
Exactly.
And Donna, even service. So service learning, students will be paid the $8.50 and it will be matched
Okay.
for a total of $17.
Right.
If they participate in the service learning program. So our community, we have our mobile grocery store. We have service through different projects to the schools, to communities in general, health education
Right,
programs.
right.
And so our service learning program, participating in our service learning program for us at Oakwood University, that's equivalent to work.
Wow. So listen, as we get ready to pull in our other guests, we're going to talk about how we're going to reach these students, you know.
Absolutely.
So we're going to talk to
so
our
ladies,
next guest.
thank you so much for let me thank them publicly.
Yes.
Because
This
these
is
were the two
amazing.
engines who actually
Yes.
kept pushing to get us to this
is
point.
exciting.
And we're grateful.
Yes, we are grateful
All right,
for
thank
that.
you very much.
So
Thank you.
now we've got to figure out, Dr. Pollard, how we're going to reach these prospective students.
That's right.
Bring
That's-
them in here in 2020 because
That's
we're
where our
already
listeners come
expecting
in.
500, right?
That's where our listeners come in.
Okay.
So then our listeners should direct our students
Mm-hmm.
and any interested student to the Oakwood University website and I'm going to give them some phone numbers and those kinds of things that they can call because we've got some personnel who are coming into the studio, Dr.
Right.
Dave Richardson,
Right.
of course, and Miss Tamara Young, and they are going to do a great job in terms of telling you how we can do this. But we've got the information that we want to give you. If you'd like to give to the program, you can, of course, go to give.oakwood.edu, and we've got a special website set, a special donation button that you can
Right.
give to help students, help fund this program. So philanthropy will always be a part of this. But also, we have, of course, persons, because if you're like me, I always want to talk to a person who will have the details and the talking points and the things that we need to understand in order to do this. So with
Right.
us at this segment, Dr. Dave Richardson, our Vice President for Mission, Enrollment, and Retention Services, and then his Assistant Vice President, Ms. Tamara Young.
And I can imagine you all are really excited about this. I mean,
Super
this can
excited.
kind of make your job, I won't say easy, but who's going to say no to that, you know? So tell me about the things that you're doing and how you feel about this program, first of all, how it's going to impact your work here at Oakwood University.
Well, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I'm really excited about this program. This is cutting edge.
Yes.
This is what we call a big deal.
Yes.
When we think about how we're going to address finances.
Yes.
So oftentimes we hear our students talk about a couple of things when they're making a decision for college. One is, of course, does the institution have my academic program? They're asking that question, right?
Right, that's-
Then number
yeah.
two, they're asking, how can I afford to attend that institution?
Yes.
And then they're asking, what happens when I get there? What is the co-curricular connections?
Right.
You know, the spiritual development, the social impact impact, so forth and so on. So this program is huge. This is an incredible program because what it's doing is it's removing that barrier of finances for our first-time freshman students.
Yeah.
It's simply saying that if you want to come to Oakwood University, you want to be engaged in what's happening at Oakwood in terms of what we call an Oakwoodite or the Oakwood man or the Oakwood woman, that you can do it at Oakwood and leave with no to low debt.
Right.
That's incredible. And I've heard you say in the previous segment, the $10,000 piece. Yeah. I mean, this is an incredible opportunity for those who are interested in coming to Oakwood University.
So, Tamara, how are we marketing?
So we are, making sure that all of our accepted students are receiving updated scholarship letters. It's going to be on their financial aid awards, but also it's going to be on the website, and it's going to be sent out to anyone who has already submitted an application that is still in the process of being accepted.
Mm-hmm. Now, Dr. Prudence Pollard said that that they're already looking at 500 students coming in. How did we get there already?
Sure, that's an incredible number. That number includes 500 first-time freshmen and transfer students as well.
Right.
Now, you'll hear a little later that this initiative is really only for the incoming first-time freshmen, but the 500 number is for any new students that are coming to Oakwood University. So we're excited about that number. We believe that we can not just reach our goal, but we're looking to exceed our goal.
Right.
You see, you don't set goals to reach them, but you set goals to exceed them. And so I think that as we push hard on this and we think about this initiative, I mean, if you want to come to Oakwood University and you're concerned about finances, you can remove that off the table if you get engaged in this program.
Wow. Dr. Pollard.
Yeah. Well, I'm there. You can feel it is. And so when we presented this to our Board of Trustees on last weekend, they were speechless as well.
Wow.
And we heard comments like revolutionary.
Yes.
An idea whose time has come, overdue. I made a list of all the kinds of adjectives that they used. Transformational, revolutionary. I think I said that word before. And when you think about it, it's revolutionary in many ways. For Oakwood University, here's what it means in some practical terms for students who are coming to Oakwood. It means that, first of all, they'll get a God-first education in a culturally rich environment.
Right.
Number two, they'll associate with Oakwoodites from over 50 countries in our living learning community. They'll have personal participation in the famous Oakwood experience, membership in our state-of-the-art funded Career Connection Center. They'll experience career pathways training through internships and co-ops, accelerated skill development, immersive service learning. FCA, that's a new term. That's a term that's afflicted me and every other Oakwood. Financial clearance anxiety.
Right.
FCA, financial clearance anxiety, to be eliminated from the process of earning your Oakwood degree. We can reduce their estimated debt by almost 66%. 66%. They get membership in our recognized Healthy Campus Health Management Program. They get a health transcript through Healthy Campus, and then, as important, early exposure to prospective employers, graduate programs, and entrepreneurship opportunities. So everything that we've been doing at Oakwood University, this initiative knits it all together. Whether it's career pathways, whatever it is, this knits everything into one garment that can benefit the students and their families, because these are family decisions.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So there's some specific criteria to really be eligible for this, right? Can y'all talk about that, Tamara or Dr. Richardson?
So the criteria is you have to have a 2.0 GPA, and if you do not, you just need to have an ACE plan that allows the students
and what does ACE
What's the
mean?
ACE plan? Yeah. What is that? ACE, you got to have an ACE plan.
Yeah. Well, what an ACE plan is what we call a student educational plan.
Okay.
What it does, it guides the student in their academic matriculation through Oakwood University. Oftentimes we have students that come in and they have some challenges as it relates to their academic matriculation.
Okay.
So something takes place. And so what we do is we put them on a plan that helps them to be successful in their academic journey.
Okay.
And so we call it an ACE plan, which keeps them on track. Sometimes we want to nudge our students back on the right track academically. And so we put this, what we call student educational ACE plan together that helps them to be successful.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No,
but I got
okay.
a question because this question is key for me. So is it for students also is that speaking to students who have like learning challenges, or are you saying something?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm
learning
saying.
Challenges.
Students that are below the 2.0 that have not obtained their 2.0 GPA, we put them on an ACE plan.
Okay.
Right? And that plan allows them to be able to be successful academically. There's certain things that they have to do as they're on that plan so they can succeed academically.
That is amazing. I love that.
That's what we do.
Because as a parent of a child who was on an what do they call them? IEP or something?
Yes, that's exactly what they call it.
SIP.
Yes, IEP.
Yeah.
You know, that was very
right.
critical in choosing his college because
Sure.
he needed that additional help. So it's
Right.
good to know
Absolutely.
that students coming here can get that type of help and not have to worry about, okay, well, I can't make it through because of my learning
Because
challenge.
of dyslexia.
Yes,
Because of
exactly.
whatever. And often many of our students, Donna, even if they don't have physical disabilities, physical learning challenges, they have been in impoverished urban school systems. And so they are underperforming. We get many, many brilliant students who, once you look at their transcript, you say, what happened? Well, I wasn't interested. I had to stay away from school, urban schooling, and all the challenges that represents. The ACE plan, did we say what the acronym means? Academic Student Engagement Plan?
I love that. Has
Academic
Oakwood always
Student
had that, though?
Engagement Plan.
Has Oakwood always had that?
So I
don't
want to
know.
say
Some
that
version.
I want to say that they've always had a version of that.
A version
Yeah, they've
of
always
it.
had a version of that. And it's right now it's housed in the Center of Student
Okay.
Success.
Okay.
And so each student that comes through and they get academic support, academic guidance from our academic advisors, whether it be faculty advisors or our CSS advisors.
Okay.
These students are put on, like I said, that ACE plan so they can be successful. That's the whole point of where we're going because we want all of our students. See, the mission of Oakwood University is transformational.
Yes.
So the mission of Oakwood says to transform students through biblical-based education for service to God and humanity,
Yes.
for service for God, but it's transformational. And so we put students on track. See, Oakwood, we accept students that we accept high achievers, right?
Yes.
But we
Yes,
also
of
accept
course we
students
do.
that
Need a little help.
need a little help.
Yes.
And so that's what we do at Oakwood. We help these students to be successful.
I love that. I'm sorry I have to take it down that road, but I know that a lot of people out there listening feel like they can't come to Oakwood University because our schools typically don't offer those types of services. So I'm just glad. I want to put a asterisk right there. So what are some of the other criteria?
So some of the other criteria is that they have to have an unmet need and they have to have a willingness and a desire to work.
Okay, and a desire to work. And what about, do they have to come with a certain amount of size schedule that they have to have?
So they need to be enrolled for at least 12 semester hours.
Okay.
Can we change that?
Yes, so can I just scroll through it quickly?
Yes,
Just
yes.
to be fast here. So we're still doing some edits, but let me pull up what we have now. These are the latest edits, Tamara.
Okay.
So students, first of all, they have to be qualified for federal financial aid. They have to be admitted to Oakwood as first-time freshmen. They have to have an entering GPA of 2.0 or an approved academic plan, academic student engagement plan, an ACE plan. We want them to enroll for 15 hours because we want them to finish in 4
Right.
years.
Okay.
See?
15
We want-
hours.
yeah,
Right.
15
That's
to finish,
key. I get
right?
that.
We
Yeah.
want them, so
Yeah.
every semester, every semester, we want them to do that. Then they have to commit to the unique Oakwood University residential hall experience in
Right.
their 4 years here.
Okay,
right?
cool.
Because we know academically and educationally, students perform better when they're on campus in this environment.
Right.
We know that. Then, of course, they have to be committed to working to defray their expenses. And then we want them to be interested. We want students who are service interested, and they want to make the Oakwood difference in community.
Amen.
Let me say a quick word about the 15 to finish. And I think that's important because sometimes when students come in and they are, let's say, on an ACE plan or something takes place because the GPA is below 2.0. See, at Oakwood University, we provide opportunities, once again, for you to be successful because we provide tutoring for students, right? And then we're doing something else as well. We're thinking about how we can embed mentors, and because we do have a mentoring program, which is very critical and very important, student mentors. And so my point is that when a student comes in and they need help, we are assigning them somebody as well to help them through this process. So we're not just saying finish on your own, finish alone. We're simply saying that if you've got we're going to help you to be successful and finish Oakwood in 4 years or less.
Wow, Dr. Pollard, this is the greatest,
It's
the
revolutionary.
best
It's revolutionary.
inside Oakwood University ever, because we have just released and made it public to everyone this great program for Oakwood University. So all students coming in 2020 don't have that stress as others have in the past. We're
Amen.
moving forward to the
Amen.
future.
First time
Amen.
freshmen. I want to make
First-time
sure that's
freshmen.
clear.
First time freshmen.
First time
Right.
freshman. And
First
we will
time.
continue
Yeah.
this conversation, Donna, because
Yeah.
it is so revolutionary. We will continue this conversation on Thursday.
Yes.
Right?
Yes,
So
on
these
Thursday.
guests will be here again to talk in more detail about this. But we invite you now, though, if you're interested in the program, please contact Ms. Young. It's T.T. Young. Am I got it right? T.T. Young at oakwood.edu. T.T. Young at oakwood.edu. And the number is 256-726-7203. If you wish to donate, you can call Advancement 256-726-7201 or go to our website, giveoakwood.edu. And there we've got ways that you can become a faith partner as we seek to educate a whole generation to go out and not just make a dollar, but make a difference.
That's right. Thank you so much, Dr. Pollard, and we appreciate you being with us today for this special edition of Inside Oakwood and your special guest. We'll see you again on Thursday.
Thursday, here we come.
Thursday.